Hi all, let's discuss some of the topics today. The first topic is India warns China that attempts to alter status quo will have ripples and repercussions. India on Friday warned China that trying to alter the status quo on the ground by resorting to force will not just damage the peace that existed on the border areas but also can have ripples and repercussions in the broader bilateral relationship and demanded that Beijing stop its activities in eastern Ladakh. The only way to resolve the current military standoff along the LAC in eastern Ladakh was for Beijing to realize that trying to change the status quo by resorting to force or coercion is not the right way forward. India's ambassador to China Vikram Misri said in a hard-hitting interview, asserting that actions taken by Chinese forces on the ground have damaged considerable trust in the bilateral relationship. The Indian ambassador added that it was entirely the responsibility of the Chinese side to take a careful view of the relations and to decide which direction the tie should move. The maintenance of peace and tranquility on the border is seen co-non for progress in the rest of bilateral relationship between India and China. He has added, the resolution of this issue is quite straightforward from our perspective. The Chinese side needs to stop creating obstruction and hindrance in the normal patrolling patterns of the Indian troops, he said. He also rubbished China's claim of sovereignty over Galwan Valley in Ladakh as completely untenable and asserted that these kinds of exaggerated claims are not going to help the situation. The next topic is petrol and diesel prices are risen yet again. Petrol and diesel prices rose again on Saturday, marking the 21st straight increase in the prices of fuels after an 82-day hiatus in the wake of COVID-19. In Delhi, petrol price rose by 25 paisa per liter, while diesel was up 21 paisa per liter. Diesel is at a new record high in Delhi, while prices of both fuels have crossed the rupees 80 mark in the Union Territory. Petrol will now cost rupees 80.38 a litre and diesel rupees 80.4 litre in the national capital. Meanwhile, in Bangalore, people will now pay rupees 82.9 for a litre for a petrol, rupees 76.4 each litre of diesel. Rates of petrol and diesel differ from state to state depending on the incidence of VAT. While the prices for diesel has been hiked for the 21st straight day, the petrol price rose for 19th time in less than 3 weeks. Next topic we'll discuss Facebook ramps up efforts to curb hateful content in advertisements. Facebook said on Friday that it would ban a wider category of hateful content in ads as the embattled social media giant moved to respond to widening protest over its handling of inflammatory posts. Chief Executive Mark Zuckerberg said Facebook also would add tags to posts that are newsworthy but violate platform rules, following the lead of Twitter, which has used such labels on tweets from President Donald Trump. The initiative comes with the leading social network facing a growing boycott from advertisers, with Anglo-Dutch giant Unilever joining Friday as activists seek tougher action by Facebook on content which the critics say promotes discrimination, hatred, or violence. The new policy on hateful content in ads will prohibit claims that people from a specific race, ethnicity, national origin, religious affiliation, caste, sexual orientation, gender, and immigration status are a threat to the physical safety, health, or survival of others, Zuckerberg said in his Facebook page. We are also expanding our policies to better protect immigrants, migrants, refugees, and asylum seekers from ads suggesting these groups are inferior or expressing contempt, dismissal, or disgust directed at them. Facebook has defended its moves to stem racism and discrimination on its platform in the wake of civil unrest triggered by the death of African American George Floyd at the hands of police in Minneapolis. He said, we invest millions of dollars each year to keep our community safe and continuously work with outside experts to review and upgrade our policies. Next topic is custodial death of father and son leads to big storm in Tamil Nadu. The custodial death of father and son in Tamil Nadu, Thoothukudi district has led to a major outrage with celebrities including cricketer Shekhar Dhawan and political parties demanding justice for the men who were taken to a police station following an argument and sent home back as lifeless bodies. The death also triggered a massive political outrage, with principal opposition DMK leader calling for strict action against policemen involved in the horrific incident and demanding answers from Chief Minister Edapadi Palanisamy. In a video released on Friday, Stalin said the buck stops at the table of Palanisamy, under whose control the police department comes. Former Congress President Rahul Gandhi also jumped into the bandwagon on Twitter by tweeting using hashtag Justice for Jayaraj and Phoenix hashtag, which was trending on the micro blogging site. Police brutality is a terrible crime. It's a tragedy when our protectors turn into oppressors. I offer my condolence to the family and the victims and appeal to the government to ensure there is justice, he wrote. Coca-Cola has announced passing of social media advertisings. Coca-Cola, a major force in the global advertising, announced Friday it would suspend ads on social media for the last 30 days as platforms face a reckoning over how they deal with racist content. There is no place for racism in the world, and there is no place for racism on social media, Chairman and CEO of Coca-Cola said. He said social media companies, which other brands have boycotted to force changes in how they deal with hateful material, need to provide greater accountability and transparency. Coca-Cola will use this pause to reassess their advertising policies to determine whether revisions are needed. The beverage giant told CNBC news channel that the break does not mean it is joining the movement launched last week by African American and civil society groups. It aims to achieve better regulation of groups inciting hatred, racism, or violence on the platform. Next is EU holds off decisions on borders. European Union countries failed to settle on Friday on a final safe list of countries whose residents could travel to the bloc from July, with the United States, Brazil, and Russia set to be excluded. Ambassadors from the 27 European Union members convened from Friday afternoon to establish criteria for granting quarantine-free access from next Wednesday. A redrawn text of 22 countries was put them, but many said that they need to consult first with their governments. Discussions were continuing overnight, with the EU countries expected to give informal replies by Saturday evening, people familiar with the matter said. They do not want to include the list United States, Brazil, or Russia, one diplomat said. The European Commission had advised that the bloc first lift internal border controls and then gradually open up to outsiders. However, the first step has not gone according to the plan. US passengers may be allowed to travel if they meet certain conditions such as passing temperature checks, two US officials said. Yes Bank launches first digital savings account. Yes Bank announced on Friday the launch of a full-service digital savings account, eliminating the need for a branch visit, physical documentation, or any in-person interaction. The account comes with a virtual debit card, unlocking over 100 features on mobile through Yes Mobile and web, including transactions, fund transfers, and online shopping, it said in a statement. And the next topic is no going back on BPCL privatization. Oil Minister Dharmendra Pradhan on Friday said there is no going back on the decision to privatize the country's largest oil marketing company, BPCL, in view of the slump in global energy prices. Speaking at the BNF summit, he however said the timing of the privatization would be decided by the Finance Ministry. Whether the government is revisiting de-investments of BPCL, he said the answer is clear no. The government is very firm on one issue, that government has no business to be in the business. The government had in November last year decided to sell its 52.98% stake in BPCL, Bharat Petroleum Corporation Limited. It has sought expression of interest from potential acquirers by July 31. What decision we have taken on BPCL, we are firm on that, he added, stating that the last date for submitting expression of interest stands at July 31 as of now. He said that actual timing of the sell-off will depend on the market. Thank you for watching this video. I will see you with another video. If you like this video, please comment or share it. And any suggestions on improvement of this presentation will also be a further advantage to me. Once again, thank you.